September we met, I could tell by your smile. You hadn't been with a good girl like me in a while. Yeah, you were impressed.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial, and I have created this particular look which is literally appropriate for summer. As you can see, it is a very colorful, happy and peppy look. So if you are interested to know how I created this look, please keep on watching. Before that guys, if you are looking at this face for the first time, I would request you to hit that subscribe button down below and also hit that bell icon so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. So if you are someone who is interested in the entertainment aspect of mine, you can follow me on TikTok. Now that I've self-promoted myself, so let's straight away get into the video. So let's start with a skin prep. I'm going to keep it light. I'm not going to layer a lot of skincare products on my skin. In India, especially in the southern region, over here in Chennai, it is really hot and you are going to surely sweat a lot. So I'm not going to layer a lot of product on my face so that it won't clog your pores and break you out. So for that I'm just going to use only one product, and that is nothing but the Plum Great Seed and Sea Buckerton oil. This is a glow restore oil. It will give you a nice layer of glow and it also moisturizes your skin. My skin type is oily to combination, and this works well for me. When you're using oil, especially in summer months, make sure you're not going overboard with the oil. If you go overboard with the oil, your foundation might not sit well, it will slip a lot. So as you can see, my face looks a little bit radiant and healthy. It gives that glow. As you can see, it's not really oily. I just took 3 to 4 drops of it, heated up, and then just put it on top of my skin. So I'm going to skip on the primer. I'm not going to use a primer. If you're someone who likes to use primer, please go ahead and use it. I'm okay with my textured skin, especially during summer, because I feel that oil and primer will be a little bit heavier for my skin. So I'm just going straight away with the foundation. The foundation I'm using today is from MAC. It's the Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15 foundation, and I'm in the shade NC42. In the foundation, I'm going to take very little bit, going to dot it all over my face, and I'm going to concentrate mostly on my problematic areas first, and then I'm going to blend it to the other parts of my skin. So as you can see, my face looks better and a bit covered right now. I haven't used a lot of foundation. I just used a bit, as you can see, very little amount of foundation, and it has given me a good coverage. So this is how my skin looks like. If you're seeing any kind of shaded parts, especially under my brows and on my upper lip, just excuse it. I did not remove the facial hairs. You can see my skin is acting a bit weird, and I do not want to irritate my skin. Don't forget your neck. I do not take any extra product for my neck because I'm sure that I'm going to sweat a lot, and if I put a lot of product on my neck, it's gonna crease up and get collected over here when you're sweating. So I do not put a lot of it. I make sure that I am using a shade of foundation that goes well with my skin tone and nothing lighter. So NC42 is exact shade for me. So for concealer, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm in the shade 30 Honey. I'm using this pack brush in the number 219, which is really good for blending out your concealer. Before directly getting into the eye makeup, I have already done my brows. So the one I used is from L'Oreal. It's their brow pomade, and I'm in the shade Ebony. I'm going to set my eyelid using a compact Maybelline White Super Fresh compact in the shade Coral. I'm just gonna press it down so that my eyelids won't crease. First, I'm going to start with my transition shade. The one I'm going to use is from this palette called Revolution Pro. I'm going to mix the shade Discovery and Timelessness. As you can see, this will give me that peachish kind of transition shade. So once this is done, I'm going to go with the shade called Journey. I'm going to take a flat shader brush and place Journey in the first half from the inner part of my eyelids, more on the deeper pink side. So I'm going to use this palette from Nikake, and I'm using this particular shade, which is a bit deeper in shade of pink. You guys can see it's looking really messy right now, but don't worry guys, we'll blend these things out. So one thing I'm noticing is these two colors have no great difference and it looks one right now. I'm going to use a bit of orange shade on top of my first shade. As you can see now, my inner corner looks brighter. My eyelids are really nicely blended. I just want to add one more shade to it. So the thing I'm going to add is a lavender shade or a lilac shade. So this is the shade I'm going to add in between the two colors on my lid. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to take the same deeper pink shade and I'm going to line my outer lash line. I know that I'm going a bit crazy with colors, but wait for the result guys. I'm going to go with this darker shade of green. Next I'm going to use a pretty sparkly shade called Element. Next I'm going to do a bit of highlighting. So for that I'm using this particular shade from L'Oreal. This is Golden Beige, which is lighter to my skin tone. So once this is done, I'm going to set my face lightly with a compact so that my makeup won't budge out. For bronzer, I'm using NYX matte bronzer and I'm in the shade medium. As you can see, I did not go heavy hand with my bronzing, just gave it some color around the perimeters of my face. I like to sharpen my nose a bit. So using the same bronzer, I'm going to sharpen my nose. Next is my under my lower lip, so that it gives that pout. For blush, I'm using the Sivana Colors HD Studio Blush in the shade 03. I'm going to use both the shades a bit, not going overboard with blush. That's it. I do not go overboard with blush. As you can see, it gives you some kind of faint shade and faint tint. As you can see, that is how I like my blush to be. I do not like that overboard blush look. For eyes, I went off camera with a liner. The one I used is from Lakme. It's an Insta liner in black. It's just a normal liner I have done. If you're someone who likes to use false lashes, you can go ahead and use that. False lashes do not suit me. My eye tend to water a lot if I am, popping false lashes. The next step I would like to do is brighten my lower waterline a bit. So for that I'm using this skin colored or peach colored eyeliner. It's in the shade Calling My Buff. You all know the mascara I'm going to use. It's from Faces Canada. It's a magnetized mascara. So once this is done, I'm going to curl my lashes using a curler so that my lashes will stay curled. Finally, I'm going to use a highlighter. The one I'm using is from Maybelline. It's a Master Chrome highlighter in the shade Molten Gold. I'm taking a fluffy brush and applying highlighter to my high points. For lips, I chose this particular shade from Stay Quirky. I'm not sure whether it will go well with the look or not, but I'm going to try this. This is the shade Naughty Conversation Starter. The shade looks really pretty, but I'm not sure why it's looking a bit neonish on camera. It looks pretty and it goes well with the look, but I think I need to lighten the inner part a bit. So I'm taking this particular shade from NYX Lip Lingerie. It's in the shade Ruffle Trim, which is way lighter. So this shade, I'm going to use it in the inner part of my lip and blend it out. To be frank, on camera it looks a bit more brighter when compared to real life. So this is the final look, guys. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, do not forget to hit that like button, and also make sure you share my video with maximum friends and family and support me. Do not forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed till now, and if you want to know more about me and interact with me, you can follow me on my social media platforms. All my links will be down below in the description box, and see you on my next video, guys. Until then, take care. Bye.